It's now my great pleasure to introduce two amazing Kellogg leaders, Charles Zhang and Lynn Zhang. I mean, we usually have one keynote speaker, you get two keynote speakers. It's such a pleasure again, because this is how inclusive we are, to have a couple that work together, succeeded together, representing the Kellogg value. It's amazing. And they are Kellogg EMP at the time, or EMBA now, program of 2004 as part of cohort 47. And they are incredibly advocates for Kellogg. They open doors for Kellogg. They're doing so much. And let me tell you, they have decades of experience in financial services and wealth management. They founded Zhang Financial more than 3 decades ago. And when they came here by 2002, they already had more than 400 million in assets. But they knew they could do better. That's, as I say, lean in, and you can do better. So they decided to get their executive MBA and came in. And they learned in class how compensation changes people behavior. And they decided to change their business model. And they changed, and they launched a fee-only compensation structure. And today they have 5 billion, in case I said million, billion, in assets under management. Charles serves as president and Lynn as CEO. It's one of the highest ranked fee-only wealth management firms in the nation, and Charles has been ranked #1 in the nation on Barron's list of the top 100 independent financial advisor for 2023. So congratulations. They are really the epitome of Kellogg leader. But I know you're saying, go away, we want to hear from them. So please, Charles and Lynn, thank you for coming.
$15 baby, right? We did not do well in Kellogg. We don't have the baby. We should work harder.
We did not produce a new baby when we were at Kellogg.
There is no positive correlation between a top financial advisor and a good speaker, right? We know. So today you got two, got a very good one, and got one for free here. Okay. So I want to thank you, Dean Connelly, for inviting us here to celebrate with you the class of 2023. And thank you, some of you from Miami arranged the nice weather here too. It is hard to believe that it has been almost 20 years since Lynn and I graduated from Kellogg. At that time, we were the first couple that Kellogg ever admitted into the same class. It seems only fitting that we get to speak to you together today. We came to Kellogg because of the Powerball. No, not because we won it. I wish. Because when we drove on the highway one day, I-94, we saw a billboard with the Powerball jackpot amount. I believe it was around $1 billion. Lynn asked me what I wanted to do if we won the Powerball. I answered immediately, say, I want to go to a top school with an excellent MBA program. I know.
That's true. I was shocked, but not that shocked. Charles has always wanted to go to a top MBA program. And so I was a little bit hesitating because at that time we have 2 young kids, and also, life is busy. And also our business is doing well. So a little background about us. We both grew up in Shanghai, and we both came to the States with very little money, I think maybe a few $100. And Charles started a business in 1991 by joining one of the nation's top financial service companies. And he just received his master's degree in economics. He started from scratch and with no natural market.
Actually, I did have one natural market. My natural market was my economics professors. Truly, I did not know anyone in Kalamazoo, only my professors. This job was incredibly hard for me. Can you imagine starting out as a 24-year-old financial advisor with no connections, asking people to trust you with their life savings? Yet even harder for me was having to memorize a 15-page personal management script in a second language. Although I'm very good with numbers, I'm not good with memorizing words. So when my division VP at the time, Dave, told me I had a few weeks to memorize the script, I couldn't do it. Every time he tested me on the script, I failed. I just couldn't remember. Finally, he lost patience with me. He said, Charles, go home. Don't come back unless you memorize the script. I still remember to this date how I felt that weekend. It was Labor Day weekend, and we just got married and finished the degree. And with my first job, I went back and told Lynn, I need to redo my resume because I need to find a new job. She looked at me, said very nicely, winners never quit. Quitters never win. You never quit anything in your life. I know it's hard for you, but I can help you. We can do it together. So the entire Labor Day weekend, we walk around our dorm. We try to memorize script together, word by word, sentence by sentence, paragraph by paragraph, page by page. After the weekend, I went back to see Dave, recited my script. He was shocked. He said, I couldn't believe that. I'd never seen one person can memorize the whole script, recite the whole script without missing a single word. Shortly after that, I became the #1 first-year advisor out of my class over 1,000. So from this experience, I learned sometimes something can be very difficult to you at first, but once you overcome them, they will make you far stronger.
So I was able to help Charles because I, on the contrary, do have photographic memory. Yeah, actually, I remember everything Charles has ever done wrong. So not that long after we got married, he quickly figured out winning an argument with me was like hopeless. So we have been married for 32 years and we work together, so I really deserve 64 credits. We never fight because, why start something you know you're going to lose? But to finish the story, he did not only survive, he excelled. By the 5th year, he was 29. He became the #1 advisor out of the over 10,000 advisors nationwide in that company. And for the next 10 years, he was 6 times #1 and 4 times #2. So I joined the practice in 1997. I would say with the two of us, we have pretty good business intuition. That's why when we passed that billboard, we were able to grow our business to about 400 million assets under management. But I knew deep in my heart that intuition only takes you that far. That's why when he told me after we won $1 billion, the first thing on his wish list was to go to a top MBA program. I thought to myself, as a good wife, I'd better grant this wish even without winning the billions, because he wanted me to go with him so that he didn't have to drive alone. And of course, we're in the business together so that we can speak the same lingua. But that turned out to be actually one of the best decisions we have ever made. We have so many fond memories at Kellogg. I still remember the first semester. I'm sure you can share with my feelings. I was a bit overwhelmed. So at that time, the dean at that time, Dr. Zhang, told me, he said, relax. As long as you learn a few things, but apply those things to your practice, you would be fine. I mean, he still gave me an A- in marketing class. That's a different story. I gave him a hard time. He remained as a good friend and a mentor, so I gave him a hard time for that. He said, why would you even care? I mean, you're now. I said, I expect my kids to have all A's. Can't show them A- myself. It's kind of embarrassing. So he was exactly right, though. We applied the principles we have learned, the knowledge we have obtained from Kellogg to our practice. And our business is shaped the way it is today because of those knowledges. For example, if you go to our website, you would see a section called Why Zhang Financial. When we were in that class, marketing class, talking about the competitive advantages, I kept asking myself, what were our competitive advantages? Why would people choose us versus that advisor around the corner, right? There's so many advisors. Because you see, financial industry is not like some industry that require very heavy, like upfront capital. It has very low entry barriers. That's why the competition is fierce. So that why that financial section was actually the result of that marketing class and has stayed on our website ever since. One of the biggest difference that we think for us is that we are a fee-only wealth management firm. In financial service industry, companies and advisors can make money in many different ways. But some of these ways are in direct conflict with the customers. For instance, commissions, soft dollars, proprietary products, kickbacks, I mean, you name it. This was how our business was, how our industry was when we established our business, and unfortunately, how the industry is as of today.
When we graduated in 2004, we decided that we were going to change the way business is done. We want to pioneer a new approach to wealth management by addressing the conflicts of interest in the industry at their root. We eliminated those conflicts by moving to a fee-only revenue model. Thanks for learning from Kellogg. This means our revenue only from the transparent fee that clients pay us. No more kickbacks. No income from proprietary products, no commission, and no soft dollars. Giving up the kickbacks and other incentives was very difficult at first. Our revenue suffered, but we didn't give up. Today, Zhang Financial has over $5 billion in asset under management. Out of 15,000 registered investment advisors firms, we're ranking number 6 in the nation on Forbes 2023 list of America's top RIA firms. Most importantly, I'm the highest fee-only advisor in the entire nation.
Well, I can give you another example how we apply the knowledge back to the practice. So recently, we have a newer client, and he asked me, he said, were you guys at one time called Zhang Associates? I said, yes, but that was like a long time ago, way before we went independent. How did you know? He said he is at an MBA class in University of Michigan, and one of the textbooks had an example of a company named Zhang Associates. And he said, I thought it might be you guys. I said, it must be Dr. Van Meegen's textbook. Because when we were having the Dr. Van Meegen for our business, for operation efficiency, we had many in-depth discussions on how to structure a financial service company. And he was actually very intrigued by how we ran our review meetings. He asked whether he can use that in his textbook. Of course, we were very honored. But we applied many principles from Dr. Van Meegen's class back to our practice, so that our practice was structured in a way very efficiently, but also without sacrificing the quality of service. As a matter of fact, we just finished our 2023 client satisfaction survey, We have over 99.5% clients said they're very satisfied with their financials. So we're proud of that.
Yeah, we're very happy with the results. This has been a fulfilling journey for us. I have been in this business for over 30 years, and I love it. I don't think I will ever retire. It is a very rewarding career because I know we're doing the right thing for our clients. We're truly making positive impact in people's lives. One of my most memorable stories involves a client who was a retired Secret Service agent. This client had been with me for over 25 years. He was terminally ill, with only weeks left to live. But he took the time to call the office to speak with me. He wanted to thank me for taking such good care of his finances and for continuing to take care of his wife after he was gone. He started crying, and I was crying right along with him. It means so much to me that he would take the time to call. When I connected with clients in moments like that, I felt that my work is so meaningful. As top advisor, you can make a lot of money. That is true. But making those kind of connections with your clients is far more important than money. One day, at the end of my life, what will be meaningful to me is how I touch different people's lives, how I made a difference. When someone at the end of their life thinks of you, treats you as their family, that is what is truly very meaningful and memorable.
I think he's telling me that I cannot retire either. But needless to say, we are very, very grateful to Kellogg. And today we're thrilled that has grown its alum base with the group of people like you, exceptional leaders. We firmly believe that one day, looking back, you will have the exact feelings as we have today, that your degree, your education has enabled you to make a positive impact on yourself, on your career, on people around you, and on your community. Congratulations, cohort 130.
And 131.
Thank you.